Good morning, guys. Good morning. This is episode 11, and don't watch when I'm filming. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are heading back to Amsterdam, and this time to visit the Moko Museum, as I told you in the previous episode. And also we'll try to make it to other museums in the city. Right now we're walking to an electric car that we are going to rent. That is very common here in the Netherlands, so you just find them parked on the street or looking for it, of course, and it makes it a lot more cheaper. So it makes it a lot more cheaper to get to Amsterdam. Without further ado, let's start this episode right away. Let's go. Let's go with Javier. Min på den takinan, bodin go hali. So I can't get in the car or I'm gonna make a mess. Eet ko bom mo diki. BMW no.
Ay mo dito sa mga tipos, dito strang, wala ko na.
Okay.
Abre mi foto. Eh, can you bust in Google Maps pa? Okay. Ano po na si Google pero may memory.
I think we got the car with like 48% or something like that, 45% battery charge, and right now we are at 36%, and we're still quite a few kilometers away from Amsterdam, and we're wondering if we're gonna make it. And not only that, we need to still find a parking space for the car, so it's gonna be tight. We are very close to Schiphol, and there's a plane that just took off at KLM. I think it's KLM. Yes. So we did manage to get to Amsterdam. We still had like 23%, so we made it, and it's a pretty nice residential area, I think, here within the city. And we're gonna check out if we can go to some other museums too. Now we do need, as I told you in previous episodes, we do need reservations, which need to be made online. But we're gonna get there and see if we can do it. Hopefully we can, so I can bring some interesting stuff for you guys today. So we did manage to get tickets, and we're gonna go in the Moko Museum. Moko Museum. Now all of the doors, all of the exhibitions, they have like Laugh Now, Heavy Impact, Anti-Capitalism, and others. So all of them represent some form of art. They have lots and lots of pieces of Bansky. We're wondering if they are the originals. We don't know, but it's interesting to see them in person. And it's a little bit controversial, of course. And I believe that he's said that he's not pro these things being in this museum, but I don't know, I got the chance to see them. Why not? This is very, very cool. It's hot in here though. It's like you feel like it's never ending. You see like way far, but it's actually like less than a meter away of the wall. Now, although they are renovating on the outside. We finished our visit to the Moko Museum. I don't know the name, where it comes from exactly, so I could check it out. But I thought it was pretty interesting and well worth it. The entrance, we did pay 19.50 in euros, so it's not really expensive, but it's not on the cheaper side of compared to other Amsterdam museums. You can get cheaper ones, but it's certainly worth it. If you're a Bansky fan, you probably will definitely need to come here. There are a lot of pieces that are on loan, and yeah. Now, I just want to explain a little bit. The Moko Museum is there. You got the Van Gogh Museum. Probably not gonna go to this one this time around, but I've heard great things of it. And you got the concert building, which is supposed to be a little bit like the White House in Washington. Now obviously it's not white, but it's the concert hall. And we're going to continue our walk now. We have reservations for the, it's a little bit windy, we have reservations for the Anne Frank Museum later today. And so we're gonna just stroll around and see what else we can find to check out in this beautiful Dutch city. It's good. She didn't want to eat here, and now look at her. She's enjoying it even more than we do. But the burger is really good. So we just came from the museum right there to here. Pretty good and fairly good price. Super good. We're not gonna stop and go in here, but this is the Café Hans en Grietje. Pretty nice looking area, corner maybe you could call it, of a street. And it's, I see a nice looking bike on the bridge. I think there's like a reason they put them. And the Rijksmuseum, where we were on the other side, and we pass through the halls and come on this side. We'll keep walking. It must be pretty cool being a duck in Amsterdam. You get to, you know, swim and do your thing here. We just saw something here. We don't know exactly what it is. But it's books, prints, and music. We are going to check it out. I thought that these were paintings. If you are into books and you want to get some old books, this is the place to be. Look, it's pretty cool. We've just found the smallest house in Amsterdam. Now it is a shop. I'm gonna try to find out what they're selling at the lower level, but we got to it. Smallest house in Amsterdam. This is the plaza I was a couple of days ago, and apart from just being a big nice plaza, a lot of protests happen here, or people that fight for certain causes. Like this one is from Bolivia, and I think that flag, I'm not sure, it seems recognizable. I don't want to say the country. And you can see the lady, and people talk about, for example, Jesus Christ. I don't know which religion exactly, but it's like a protest plaza almost. We are getting close to the Anne Frank Museum. We're gonna go in there now. This is where I'm saying, I don't know if it's a new trend or something. I've asked around, nobody's like really sure, but many bridges have these bikes with some teams, and this one is like with the clocks, right? And they're pretty cool, and certainly nice for Instagram and such. We might go into another museum because we do have to wait for a few minutes before we get into the Anne Frank, and we might go here at the Amsterdam Cheese Museum. Close here you'll find the Amsterdam Tulip Museum, and the Amsterdam Cheese Museum. Let's see if we can get in.
First one is our ghost cheese and truffle. This is 6 months old. Just fixed right here for you to try. And this happens to be my favorite cheese in the whole store. You'll find this to be very soft, very creamy.
That's nice.
Yeah? I love this cheese. I think the truffle. Now I'm going to give you the cow. You can see by the color, right? It's definitely cow. Anything that's yellowish all the way to orange, dark yellow orange, it's bound to be a cow milk cheese. And if you find something that's lighter yellow, whitish sort of, it's either goat cheese or sheep cheese. I don't know how adventurous you're feeling, but I have something really special. This is the youngest cheese we have in the store.
Okay.
And this happens to be a beer cheese.
Beer cheese.
Beer.
Yes. It's made with an actual beer from Utrecht. So this is locally made, and I think it's just like drinking the real thing. It's funny
It
because
tastes
it
like
takes
beer.
a second and then it kicks in, and then the more you let it sit in your mouth, the
you
more
feel it.
beer flavor you're gonna get.
What is very strange.
Yeah. This is 3 months old. Now,
Okay.
of course, because now I'm going to show you the oldest cheese in the store.
Oh my god. Takes me really long.
And this one. And you can see how
we try?
dry this one looks, and of course it's a darker color. And this crumbles very easily. When I have to get samples for this one, I have to be very careful. Otherwise, I just end up with a bunch of crumbles, really.
Yeah.
But go ahead and try it. You'll find it to be harder, and it's a bit crunchy, I would say. But the crunchy bits in the cheese, it's not salt. It's the proteins of the milk. It's one of the first things I learned when I started working here.
Not my favorite.
It's strong cheese for
Yeah.
sure. So yeah, usually you get people who like more mild and soft cheeses, and then you get people who like strong flavors and harder cheeses. So this is definitely for
I like
people
this,
who-
it's good, but like not to just eat it all the time, like in
like-
big.
Yes,
big
because
chunks.
yeah, this is not like quantity.
No.
Quantity. The way, for example, I like to have this is red meat, red wine, put it on the side, or grate it on top of your
Oh yeah.
macaroni, for example.
Next, it was time for our visit to the ever popular Anne Frank Museum, something that I was really looking forward to during all of my trip. In case you are unfamiliar with the story, she was a teenage Jewish girl who kept a diary while she and her family were hiding from the Nazis during World War II. Due to the strict museum rules, it is not permitted to film or take photos once inside. I did, however, find a few photos on their website that have been approved for publication. Should you be interested to learn more, I highly suggest you check out the link in the description below. If you're planning a visit, make sure to buy your tickets weeks if not months ahead.
Now walking around Amsterdam, they noted to me that this is the oldest stock exchange building. Like this is where it all started. Apparently in the year 1602, and it was apparently the Dutch West Indies Company. Pretty interesting to learn about that. I didn't know about that in Amsterdam. I had no idea that the stock exchange started in the Netherlands. Pretty interesting. Now we're heading to the red light district, and this is a shop that sells, I'm not gonna say it, you know what it is. Now back to the plaza that we were moments ago, and just wanted to give you a perspective of nighttime, how it looks around here. Amsterdam is also a beautiful city at night, and we'll be walking back to the station and going back to The Hague. Less crowded now. It's about, I think it's about 7:30. Thanks for watching again, guys. See you in my next episode. Bye bye.